My tagline many times is learn the things you need to learn so you can be more, you can do more, and then have more.
That's true.
Because if you're more knowledgeable, you're more skilled, you can do more. The more you know, the more you can do.
That's it.
If I know how to do something, I will do it.
Yes.
And as you do it, there's no way anybody who wants that value you're creating, there's no way they will not get back to you and ask you, I want this. People are doing it. There are stories, countless stories of people who have done it. Mindset has to change. Hello and welcome to the Living Empowered series brought to you by the Workplace Women. My name is Ruth Ebe, your host on the series that brings to you wisdom for winning at work every Tuesday on all our platforms. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. If you have watched our videos before, welcome back. Please hit the like button to give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to keep getting more from us and sharing with others too. In today's video, I'll be sharing the response I gave to the question I was asked on a radio show addressing winning at work. Now let's hear the question and my response, and tell me what you think in the comment section.
You look at the average Nigerian woman who is at home, she's like, I'm just at home. She wakes up, she deals with the whole idea of her home and makes everything. When anybody out the door, she goes to sleep, or she watches TV, or she goes and visits people, and then the day is over, and then it will go through that same circle again. No improvement for the day of opportunity. Because whether you have a degree or you are a secondary school leaver, there are courses that can allow you go a few hours of the day.
Yes.
To go while they are in school, you go. Yes. What you have to say about self-improvement that has to do with people who actually feel like, not my qualification, I'm not qualified, because like you were working in a place and then you were taking the advantage that was provided in that person. But for some people, they're at home.
Okay.
For some people, they're still running their business, and so they're feeling like,
there's nothing I can do.
I'm an engineer selling wig. Well, how can I improve on this? And so
no, there's a lot. In fact, when I did my CIPM, was when I was at home. I was a full-time stay-at-home mom because I gave birth to my first, and it started getting difficult when I gave birth to the second, because the job I was doing was a lot hands-on in communication. And so when I did that, when I stopped working, I worked remotely for a while, and then everything just stopped. I didn't spend my days at home just sitting down. That was when I started the CIPM certification. It took me nearly 2 years, but I was home at the time. In fact, I had taken in, by the time the 2 years had gone, I had taken in for my last born, and I was first of all breastfeeding my second, and I had taken in so it's in 6 months interval. So I'd taken in for the last born, and then when I just gave birth to him. So that was how it happened. But I was taking the courses. I didn't even have the money to go for the lectures. So I just managed to pay for the exams, and I sat at home and read. So what I would do is that I would take my children to school and then go somewhere, some church office actually, and sit down with my books and read until it's time to pick them up. So that was even when online education wasn't that but now there's, in your home, you can actually sit down, open up the computer. There are free courses everywhere. Google has a lot of free courses. Even if you want to go into technology fully, there are many platforms that you can start training. The issue is, what do you want to do? And where do you want to start? That's why I say you have to know exactly. But don't be that person who just sits down and say there's no opportunity. They say Paul means passing over opportunities regularly. And they say success is opportunity meeting preparedness. So you have to be prepared. If someone comes to you now and says, even as you're doing business, someone comes to you now and says, okay, if I give you 1 million, what will you do with it? Some people have never thought about it. You should have those thoughts just couched somewhere in your mind. You sit down and think about how you're going to use 1 million, how you're going to use 10 million, how you're going to use 100 million if someone gives it to you. And so somebody might be like a certain age and be feeling, no, me, I've passed the age where I can do any change or anything. Let me just stay on this job. It's not true.
That's true.
It's not true. You can actually move. And then you can actually so win in that place that when you're moving, everybody's like, no, don't go. These are things I like to look forward to. And I made that decision to myself long ago. And every job I've left, I don't leave with people saying good riddance to bad rubbish. No, there's always regret to lose me, because I bring in more value than I'm taking out. So bring in more value than you're taking out. You just tip the scales. That's what happens. But But if you say, no, let me just give a little, and I'll just be waiting until they give me.
When some people say to me, I'm managing this
yes.
job, I hate it.
It's not,
because
what are you managing?
When you say I'm managing, I'm like, do you see the opportunity in that place? I've met women, especially, even men, who have said to me, oh, I wish I could act. Especially when I talk about my husband, I wish I could act. I read theater arts, but I know I'm too old to go back. I know I'm too this. In fact, there was one I told her, I said, I think you think you're too sophisticated to go back. She was like, no. I said, no, you've attained a certain level of probably money or prestige status. Or whatever status, and you're thinking, what would people think if I'm acting? Like you said. She said, no. I said, because acting has no limit.
Yes.
I told her, go look at Hollywood. There's so many people who were bankers, some that were lawyers, and then they said,
even a president was an actor. Yeah.
Yes. So you, unless you put the limit or cap over yourself, that's when there's and if you say you're managing a job, you're wasting your time.
Yes. And what's happening is that you are actually losing value, because
that's it.
Because what is happening is that you're creating a perception that it's wrong.
Yes.
And you are wasting time, actually, because there's so much opportunity to grow that you're not using. You're not using it, and it's you have to find what is in that job, no matter how unpleasant you think it is.
Yes.
The only time I advise people to take like a walk is when it's deeply toxic. Yes. And many times it's not even that toxic. Some people just see it and just like, oh.
It's like what you said, the expectations of what should
happen.
And I think it was selfish for you to think you as an individual should be satisfied completely without other people feeling the rub too also. So
nobody is against you.
That's true.
Nobody is after you. Yeah. Focus on yourself. Leave the naysayers and whatever, if they are. Yes. If it's even real. Yes. But most times it's not. We imagine these things. We always imagine somebody's thinking about you. Maybe you dress up and you say, okay, they will say, I wore this cloth yesterday or something. Nobody is thinking about you. Nobody is. See, you're not that, not just you're not that, you're not the one that fills up everybody's. They have things to think about. And as they're thinking about their own things, think about yours. Think about your life. Think about your future. Think about you presently, wherever you are. Now, there you have it. You've heard our responses to how to improve yourself where you are as you journey to where you want to be. Do you agree or not? Do tell us in the comments and share what you have done to improve yourself. If you still have questions, you can drop them on the comments and we will respond. If you have concerns about your work life, career advancement, and personal achievement, subscribe to this channel and keep watching the videos on this series so you can get the wisdom you need to win and keep winning at work. Thanks for watching this video. See you in our next video.